All right, YouTube. Today we got the 2012 F150 with the 5-liter Coyote engine in it. What we're doing today is we're going to relocate the fuel pump fuse. So in this year F150s with the 5-liter and then the Raptors, I believe that's a 6.2 liter or something like that, they use too small of a fuse, not the amperage, but like the connectors for the fuel pump. So what happens is they'll end up melting out, and they make a kit for it. There's a service bulletin or whatever it's called, TSB, about it. And all it's gonna do is relocate it from number 27 there to 70 here. So it's gonna put it in one of these bigger spots. So it's still a 20 amp fuse that comes with the kit. It's just relocating it there. So I'll go ahead and pull this fuse out quick and show you what I'm talking about. This one here isn't melted, but I can show you on this fuse pretty much what's going on. So my buddy's got I think it's a 2011 with the same engine in it, and it died on him the other day. He got it towed back. You know, it's throwing a fuel pump code, and I looked it up. We pulled out this fuse, and now it was blown, but it wasn't just blown in there. This plastic was all melted around it and everything. Now, fortunately, it doesn't seem to have messed anything up in his. We put a new fuse in it so that he could, you know, use it for now, but I did order 2 of these kits, so this weekend we're gonna be doing his as well. Mine hasn't gone bad, but you know, I don't want to melt it up and possibly do more damage to this whole fuse block or whatever it's called there. So let's get started on this thing. First thing we're going to do is disconnect the negative battery cable, and that's a 8mm wrench I got on there. So we'll pull that aside. I've already got the fuse box open, but that's just these 2 tabs on the front of it. You push them in, pop it open. If you don't know how to pop the hood, you should probably take your car to a mechanic to get it fixed and not attempt to repair anything yourself. Now there's 4 tabs on this fuse box to pull it out. There's 1, 2 on the front, 2 on the back. And all we do is put a screwdriver down in there to hold that out. You pull up on it. I think that one's out of there. So see how I'm just kind of pulling that out. And pull up. It slides out. I'm gonna get the 2 on the front now. Them out of there. I'm gonna see how this slides up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take these cables off here. This is a 10mm, so I'm just gonna get those out of the way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this tape on both sides of the boxes where all the wires go in. Just be careful you're not cutting any of the wires or anything. There's plenty of room to get to the tape, at least on mine, where you're not even close to cutting the wires there. So I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I'll peel it back then so it's not holding it down anymore to that box. So now I'm just going by one and popping these plastic retainer pieces. Gonna separate the bottom of this fuse box here. I believe there's 8 of them total. So what I do is I just start at one side. I start at this side. I just get a screwdriver behind it, pull out a little bit, Careful not to break them, because sometimes they're kind of brittle after this thing has like 255,000 miles on or something. But I just kind of work from side to side while I'm pulling on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this off of here, this wire out. It seems to be holding me up. Well, actually, it's all the wires. There's a little plastic clip that holds them all on there. So I'm gonna pull that out of there. All right, so I was trying to pull that up through. You see, it's one of those, it's made to only go through one way. I was trying to pull it back through, and what it did was it pulled that plastic out of the tape. So I'll just retape it on when I'm done. That gets it done and gets it off that box, so it's not holding me back there. Looks like this is my last one. All right, so now I got that off. It's supposed to be the blue wire with red stripe, which on this one it is. I've heard some people say that they end up having a different color. What you can do is look in and make sure it lines up with where you're going. So here you'll see it's 27, 1, 2, third row, 2 over. So 1, 2, third row. There's the first one, there's the second one. I pulled that out earlier, it's sitting over there. You see here on the back side. All right. First row, second row. You can't see this very good, but that little yellow wire is going to the second row. Below it, there's the third row of fuses. Not the one my finger's on, the one below it, the fatter blue wire with the red stripe. And that is the second slot over, so that lines up with that fuse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut that wire. I'm gonna go ahead and snip it. I'm not snipping it way up by the box because I wanna leave enough here that I can put the heat sink on this. And so that way it's not hanging down exposed. It'll be sealed up. And the new terminal comes with, I don't know, about 6 or 8 inches of wire, so there's plenty on that side to deal with. And the reason you want to, I'm gonna put a heat sink on this, is because if you put a fuse back in there, then you got this live wire hanging down. So, all right, I'm just gonna fish out the other end of the wire here. I'm gonna go ahead and strip this back about 3/4 of an inch. So right there's everything that comes in the kit. This is a new terminal. I'm gonna solder this into that wire I just stripped. It goes up through the terminal with the bigger one. There's the 20 amp fuse. See, it's that bigger style with the clear top. There's 2 heat sinks, one for this wire where I put it together, and then one for the other end of the wire. I'm gonna go ahead and use the bigger one, I guess, on the one that I'm soldering together. Just it's gonna be twisted up and have a little ball in there. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna twist my wire up. I put this heat shrink, the heat shrink on first. You don't really have to because it does fit over the terminal, so you could get it on afterwards, but I just want to get it on there. So I'm gonna twist these up. I'll go ahead and put some solder on those so they stay together. All right, had to set up on the other side, had some technical difficulties with the camera. Corey and Trevor messed that up. That's their bad. So we'll get to this side. Back to heating this thing up. So that guy's shrunk around there. Now I'm just going to take this one, put it on the end of the other wire there. So now that wire's not just hanging there where it could, I mean, it really can't make contact with anything down in there. It's all in plastic. It shouldn't hit anything negative in there anyway, but now it's covered just in case. So, took it out of the way. Go ahead and slide this terminal. So see how right here there's only one terminal coming up, and that's going to be the power coming in. I'm going to slide this up in there, and that'll be the power going out to the fuel pump. See, there's right next to this big fat one between the two, there's a gap right there. I'm just going to slide that other terminal in there. You see now there's two of them there. Slide the fuse in. And then that's all in there. So I'm gonna take that little sticker and I'm just gonna stick it right down in here. There's some clear space, and that's right around that 70 so we can see it. So now I'm just gonna put everything back together the way it came out. Do a quick little time lapse. Probably won't give you any music because I'm a lazy editor. All right, so it's all back together. See, fuse 70, fuel pump power relay right there, 70. It's a nice shiny one. There's the one I took out, it's 27. I'm just gonna stick that fuse in one of these empty bays here. Oh yeah, I just got an extra. I mean, I keep extra fuses in the truck anyway, but having that sticker there is nice because if you ever sell the truck or you would forget you did this repair or something. You're not looking through your manual, or the guy will get the manual and who knows, you might sell it to a moron who pulls it out. So that's why it ain't working. The fuse is gone. I'm surprised this worked this long. And then he'll read through and a buddy will come over, smack him on the back of the head and be like, look man, they relocated it. That's your fuse. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the key, moment of truth, see if I messed anything up or not. There you can see that mileage, 266,000. And it starts right up, so we're good. But thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, comment if you like. I'm gonna show you real quick the kit, part number here. So this is what I ordered. Dorman fuse relocation kit. Everything comes with it. Comes with a nice little instruction manual. Like I said, the wire was the one that was labeled in that manual. I've heard other people say that it's not. So your F150s, I believe it's only going to be the V8s. So again, thanks for watching. Have a good one.